Hello and welcome to another update video about VeChain. VeChain starting to look interesting. Nothing too crazy yet, but after this whole correction, and after the target area was finally reached, we see some movement in VeChain, and very importantly, we see VeChain moving out of this descending channel. So I move in. Obviously, this was all part of this ABC correction. By the way, VeChain has done what I still want to see for Bitcoin. And it's so important. VeChain has made its lower low. It has cleaned up the whole correction. Yeah, it has reached the target area that we've been talking about for 3, 4, 5 months. Yeah, finally. Yeah, we've been talking about this since November. And it has potentially seen a turnaround. Okay. It has found support at a support level, not fib level though, but still found support within the target area and has now started to move out of the channel, and that is powerful. That is important. Now I cannot exclude the possibility that we still come in lower anymore or once more. That is a possibility, and that depends on how which Bitcoin scenario is going to play out, because we know that the altcoins are following Bitcoin. They can sort of uncouple and decouple themselves from Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin really does an imminent sell-off now, as I would primarily still expect it, the VeChain is probably going to come down to 3.3 cents or so, which would be the lower support of that target area, which I would actually be in favor of. I would really like that, yeah, because it would just create another lower low. And it would just tidy up it a little bit more, but it's done what it needed to do. It would definitely then mean that we finally find support on one fib level, because I've got the two fib levels here. The 88.7% fib level is at 3.3 cents. That is what I would like to see, but yeah, it doesn't need to get there. It's done what it needed to do, and Bitcoin hasn't done that yet, but it doesn't mean that Bitcoin couldn't go up a little bit from here. We talked about that in the Bitcoin video, the two scenarios for Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin does that, VeChain could, for example, make a high as well, and then make a higher low when Bitcoin does its final crash and comes into my target area, which it will do, I think. Whereas VeChain then would maybe only make a higher low. Yeah, so it's starting to look interesting. By the way, my price target for the next major wave up for VeChain is around 45 cents, but that is the minimum target, the absolute minimum, and it would be, in very likely cases, it will be the 45 is not the end of it. We will see higher prices than that, but even that would be nearly a 10x from here. So since the low, what VeChain has done, it has already recovered, and even though it looks not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it has already recovered nearly 40%. Yeah, nearly 40%. That is a really, really solid performance. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't look much. I mean, look at the chart, yeah, but it is a solid 40% within a few days. That is good. That is really good. And on top of that, we have moved out of this descending channel. That is very good as well. Yeah, we haven't left the target area yet, and we haven't yet made a higher high. So for me, if we break above 7 cents, which would be that previous high here, then we can be more certain that the downtrend is over. But VeChain, we had a strong reaction to the target area. You can see that here, that previous support level, a long wick to the downside, and since then a 40% recovery. I mean, what else do you want? It has done its lower low. It's come into the target area. Personally, at the moment, still an attractive price. Yeah, for me, I have already dollar cost averaged into VeChain at these prices, and I think, if we talk about a 10x, maybe even a 20x opportunity for VeChain, and there is no joke, there's no moon talk or anything. This is what the Fibonacci levels would dictate is going to happen in the next major wave up. Of course, not in a straight line, and it's not going to happen tomorrow, and the Lambo isn't in front of your house tomorrow. No, it will take a moment, but it is for me an opportunity not to miss, for me personally, because this price range is so attractive at the moment. I mean, it's more attractive, VeChain, for example, than many other cryptos at the moment, because it has corrected so far down, and it's got so many partnerships. Yeah, absolutely. And also, a lot of people, and I always see it in the comments, when there are more haters about it. VeChain videos don't have a lot of haters, don't get me wrong, but there are always a few people who say that the coin is dead or whatever. That is exactly when I think, right, we are ready to go, because people leaving the market, people getting frustrated. Yeah, as I said, people leaving the market, that is when the price is ready to go up. And what you need to bear in mind, the downside potential from here is of course the risk. The risk here is much lower than the risk was up here at 18 cents. Yeah, the risk here is so much lower than when it was here at 25 or even 28 cents. Yeah, this is risky. This is risky. For some reason people like this when the prices are so high, and I get it, but this is when people should lose interest. I say it so many times, and this here is when people should get interested, because this is much more reward for potential risk. Of course, nobody can exclude the possibility that, right, VeChain is dying or the crypto market is dying, but again, I can't see it in the chart, and I don't see the possibility at the moment that the crypto market is dying. So for me, we are here in an uptrend overall. Yeah, short-term correction over, potentially over. Could be a little bit more downside potential to 3.3 cents, but that might be it, you know. And if we really turn around here, I think that would be epic. We've been talking about this target area for months, and if we really turn around here, which is what I believe, yeah, because it's doing that stuff just time and time again, and historically it's done that, so it would be great. It's a fantastic opportunity. This can make, not want to say make millionaires, it depends on how much you invest, but it can create a lot of wealth. This is the crypto market is so young that the volatility is just so high that the opportunities are there at the moment, you know, and this yeah, it is going to get very interesting. So yeah, looking interesting. Maybe one more look here on the 1 hour chart to see what is actually the price doing, and it seems to be hovering here above this descending channel, yeah, moving sideways. So potentially a bull flag forming here, or just a channel forming here, potential triangle now, but it's a bit too early to say. It's also only the 1 hour chart, but the message here is, yeah, we are consolidating because we broke out here and we were overbought on the 1 hour chart. And now, very interestingly, I think we're ready for the next move because it has corrected down on the 1 hour chart. It is still holding above the 50 line. Yeah, the RSI drop is slowing down, and you could potentially think about or estimate or expect another move here very shortly. And the upside potential is still there, also here on the 4 hour chart. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see another move all the way up now to the next fib level at 5.6 cents in the next instance. Okay, right, and that is here currently my view on VeChain. Maybe having another look at the EMA ribbon, that is also important. So let me just bring that EMA ribbon in on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, see, you had a long signal here even. Yeah, and people always ask what kind of indicator is that? No, you can get this. It's just a free indicator on TradingView. That is nothing too fancy. I've got paid for indicators as well, but this is really just a free one. You can find it under just EMA ribbon, very easy. EMA ribbon, and I think it's just the first one. Yeah, it's the first one, which gives you this sort of long and short signal, and it gives you a long signal when these EMAs are crossing, and gives you a short signal when they cross the other way. Okay, so it is quite reliable. It's actually quite good. Of course, it doesn't work all the time, but yeah, check it out. I can only recommend you check it out. On the daily, even though we are on the 4 hour chart above the EMA ribbon now, on the daily chart we are not yet. So we want to get there. And if you break above the EMA ribbon, to really break above them all at the moment on the daily, the price would need to break above 6 cents. Okay, so there's a bit of a way to go. But if it does that, because it hasn't done that really since, well, it has not been above the EMA ribbon since the 16th of November. So that would be a breakthrough, okay? And I'll keep you updated about that. All right, hopefully you liked the update about VeChain. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And yeah, again, if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership, and where you can get access to the Telegram live chat, Discord server, and the weekly live stream. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, also leave a comment for the algorithm. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.